Nice move overall for the markets on Friday, closing about $5 and some change higher than we were on Thursday's close, albeit the majority of that move came in pre-market off that CPI data. So we finally got economic data with the government shutdown. It was good. Well, I guess the market saw it as good. And then obviously started to extend to the upside in here overall with that volatility contraction coming with it. And we're trading now in new all-time highs in between 677 and 678. So we were above those 678s for quite some time throughout the day. Then you had that little pullback right before 4 o'clock. So the question remains, though, now that we're all-time highs, are we just pricing in this upcoming week's data, right? Or is this whole week going to be a sell the news event type week? You have big boys. Everybody in the world seems like they're reporting earnings this week. And then you also have the Fed expected to cut interest rates once more. That's coming up at the end of this week. So the question remains, are we just pricing things in? Obviously, the answer is no one knows, right? We're going to see what the market does and then let that dictate, and that's going to dictate things to us and how we're going to play things. But all in all, we'll take the move that we got on Friday. It's always good in here when you get a volatility contraction, your bonds go down, everything goes down, the market goes up. That's a sign of a healthy day overall. So we'll take that for what it's worth. Where does that kind of put us as we're working our way into next week? Well, obviously, anything above 678.47, which is our previous all-time high that we hit on Friday, anything above there, nice whole numbers as our resistance, working our way up until the chart tells us otherwise. On the way down, what are we looking at? We're looking at previous all-time highs in here, 673.94, 664. 89. And then we're looking at this 9-day EMA right here, trading at 659. You have right around a $4 expected move priced in by this Monday. So that move got smaller. Your IV contracted just a little bit in here because of what happened on Friday. So your expected move for Monday is around right around $4. You have a $5 expected move priced in by Tuesday. And then Wednesday, everybody is pricing in right around a $7 expected move in here for your spider. So we're going to see what happens. How high are we going to gap up? If we do gap up, how low are we going to gap down? If we gap down, that is the question. Or we're going to stay kind of where we're at. If it was my guess, I would say we're going to be closer to that 678 to right around 676, 675 range. We're probably going to stay right in there. I don't think we're going to get a huge pullback on our opening, but we'll have to wait and see. A lot could happen between Sunday night into Friday morning, especially with this volatility still pretty high overall, even with that contraction coming in on Friday. So let's see what happens as we gap up or gap down on Monday. Let's let the chart kind of dictate things to us and see what the options chain is going to lead us to do throughout this week with all the major catalysts coming up. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.